miles east of Washington. That's where you find this place. Over Maryland. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's forward as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. They're fired up as their guys are ready. Colts and the Washington football team. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
he's got a man complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Quiddy Pay. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. A handoff for Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Play action. Now Wilson looking for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Gibson. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Gibson again, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 21st touchdown of the season, and Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
Yeah, they held him completely out of the end zone, just held him to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, It always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jonathan Allen in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Play action. It's Wilson. Room past the 20. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Wentz now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Hopkins with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Hines. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz complete to Dorsett. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, Wentz finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. On play action, it's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
He completes this one to Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10.
Switch up. 58 alpha. Here we go.
They go play action now. Wilson. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now wins. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On first down, Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. They run again with Hines, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now Wilson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots and bring pressure.
Here's second and 10.
Go. 29 is Mike.
They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
First down, Colts.
Here we go. 20! It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 59. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Taylor. Oh, he bowls over him. Fights through and now a crease. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And the Colts first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
47 is the mic.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Play action. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking long for Thomas. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.